right. Tell me who you are.
I'm Julia Abrams Whitfield, and my
Okay.
father was Lucius Abrams, and he was the father of Thomas Abrams, which was the father to Andrew and Thomas Abrams. And let's see, Andrew Abrams is the father to Joshua, to Siobhan, and for Jason. Okay? And, okay, Siobhan. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm his sister, and there were 4 of us grew up in the household together.
Who's all the 4?
Thomas Abrams, which was Jason's grandfather.
My granddaddy, yeah.
And Francis, who was the oldest.
Yes.
I was next. And Andrew was next. Andrew was next.
That's
and
Uncle
Tommy
Pump.
was the last one. And unfortunately, Andrew died first, was a contractor, made lots of money, and he cut his thumb off. And he went to the hospital, and they let a blood clot set up, and he just died instantly.
Wow.
That was Andrew, Thomas.
Yeah.
Tina, Thomas' wife, who was the grandmother, she died at 48, and she had leukemia. But she died after Linda, her oldest daughter. And her oldest daughter was under Thomas, and Tommy idolized his daughter. And she was walking downtown one day, came down with a nosebleed, and they told him, Mr. Abrams, when you see young people like that, between 18 and 20, with aplastic anemia, sometimes they get over it and sometimes they don't live. And sure enough, she died. That was the first time I had ever heard of aplastic anemia. And Tommy, Jason's grandfather and I,
your brother,
my brother would be on the phone crying over and over because Linda, I kept paid for her ballet and kept her in ballet school.
Oh, wow.
And she was so great, they wanted her to teach at an early age.
Wow.
And every weekend, Linda and the one who owns the Black Ensemble, my husband and I didn't have any children, they would come over every Friday and I'd keep them over the weekend. So Jackie now built over a $23 million edifice called the Black Ensemble, and they wanted Linda to teach. Unfortunately, she died. But both of them would have been great people.
Wow.
I'm the oldest one. Andrew died first, my brother. Tommy died. Tina died at the age of 48 from not from aplastic anemia, but leukemia.
And that's my grandmother.
That's your grandmother. And she would call me one day at the hospital crying, and I didn't know who it was. She said, I need you, I need you, I need you. And working downtown, every lunch hour, I'd get in a cab and go down to the hospital and be with her. And the night she died, they sent for me like in the middle, about 2 or 3, and said, Andrew, your father called me and said, get out there. And I went out there, and I parked and I thought I was going to get a ticket because it was pitch black, but I didn't care. That was in 1980. And I didn't care. If I get a ticket, I get a ticket. And I said, the doctor said it should be today. And I was going to wait there until she passed, but I said, I'm coming home, changing clothes, and go back to work. And my husband and I said, we will go out there together. But I took my time, and I think it was before I got out there, leaving from work to get in a cab, they called me and told me Tina passed. Your grandmother. She was 48 when she passed, and your grandfather, Tommy, my brother, who and I were so close together, he died in his early 50s. So now Frances died, the older sister, afterwards. Andrew died first, Tommy died next, and it hasn't been spent about 2 years, Frances died. And right behind Frances, she lost her daughter, her only daughter.
That.
And that was my niece, that when I was in school, I cherished.
Mm.
Now I am the last survivor of the aunts and the uncles. Okay?
Yeah. Wow.
I'm not
How
quite,
old are you?
I'm not quite 100, but I'm in my late 80s.
Late
I'll be
80s.
Late 80s.
How old is that?
Say, between me and you,
Yes.
89.
Oh, wow. No, you don't look a day over at 80.
I'm telling you, what
No,
one of my friends
60
said.
something.
Yeah, one
You're
of
not
my friends
89.
said, you know what my other grandmother used to say, I'm old as my teeth, but not as old as my tongue.
Wow.
No.
Now,
not
do
old
you
as
two,
my-
What do you eat?
you two, well,
What's some tips on how we need to eat?
well, the tip to me for longevity, I say this. Your auntie died young. No fault of hers.
Yeah.
And sometimes people just can die from nothing.
Right, right.
But by the same token, mine is, first of all, to remember the Lord.
Yeah.
He is the DNAs are different, fingerprints are
Right,
different, twins are different.
Right.
But you know when you're right and wrong. And my mother said, in every church there's going to be good people and bad people. And you have to stand up. And I believe you have to stand up for right and be halfway right. That's my motto, is to thank God every morning when you get up. And if you go to do something for somebody, take yourself out of it first of all.
Yeah.
And go with the Lord in front.
No, that's good.
And that's how I've been so successful. My chorus with seniors, we sang for 2,000 people, opened up the convention for the ASA, the American Society on Aging,
Wow.
from across the country. And we, on aging. And 2 years ago, we opened up my senior chorus, and they requested, when they have their convention in Chicago, for us to open up.
Wow.
And I don't think we could have been successful without the Lord in front of us. And we've got one of the best chorus in Chicago, community chorus.
That's good.
And teaching seniors piano, I think, keeps my mind sharp.
No, that's great.
And you just have to do something and give of yourself.
Wow.
You know, and if you spend your last penny giving it to somebody else, you feel better about it than they do. That's my motto.
No, that's good.
Uh-huh.
Well, thank you so much,
That's my
Aunt
ministry.
Julia.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
And
Thanks
I
for
don't,
taking
I
the
don't,
time.
I don't tell anybody, nobody, hey, you two are the only two.
All right. I will honor it.